What's up, everybody? We back with another message, another video. Thank you to all my new subscribers and future new subscribers. You know we do nothing here without God because everything is spiritually led by God over here. We cover the world from a spiritual and physical aspect to get the raw, real, and uncut answers. So anything you hear, anything you see in these end times, may you test the spirits, aka take the words and visuals back to prayer with God, as there are many Decepticons running around these end times sent from the enemy. Had that strong, close, and personal relationship with God. Good, great, awesome. And if you are interested in that one-on-one Discord conversation, the information is pinned in the comment section and in the description down below. Good, great, awesome. So I'm just going to be obedient here and speak on what the Lord told me to speak on here, and basically just give you all an update on the warning the Lord gave me back in March that was about judgment. And one of the pieces was that the land shall burn, So God had given me a message, and, Michael was obedient and gave it. But we'll replay that. So let's give an update on that. Because land has been burning up like crazy over the past couple of months, from spring to right now. Canada, really bad. I know Spain had like a early wildfire. Now Hawaii, California has normal wildfires, but they had a wildfire in the desert. So one thing the Lord wanted me to clarify for everybody when it comes to judgment, there's good and bad judgment, okay? Bad judgment could be angels commanded to do certain things, by the order of God. Also, when God gives the enemy that permission or allows him to do certain things. Because, when we facing good and bad judgment, the people that's facing bad judgment, God is also allowing the land to be affected. The earth shall be affected. So a lot of people only classify judgment as God sending his angels to do something, but the enemy is doing stuff too. And God, that's why God will also feed people's flesh to Satan to get them to repent. That's the whole point as well with this judgment, is coming to get people to understand God is not playing and he can let things happen. And also, the Lord was putting it on my mind with the whole idea of the great tribulation way down the line. God's wrath and the enemy, the devil himself, will be in the vessel on earth. So it will be havoc everywhere, because God has allowed him to be released. So God is in control. So, in Hawaii, those sirens didn't go off and nobody was warned. God could have easily sounded the sirens himself. Man didn't have to do that. God could have did that, but he didn't. So it's so important that people realize you need to have God in these days, because God is going to be the only one that can save you from these disasters at times. And that's what he's going to make it out to be. Only he can save you. People are going to have to start realizing that. And I know that Oprah and I think a few other celebrities had land in Maui. So even though you got people wanting to buy the property in Maui, and, it's people are like, oh, this didn't make sense and that didn't make sense. Still, God could have prevented that. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter which way you're trying to put it. Judgment is judgment, and that could be with destruction. And it could come from the enemy. That's why, I said previously that God is the only one that can get you out of that. Okay? It's a lot going on, and people need to realize what's really happening out here. But I'm going to give y'all the full update. So just show y'all in full, especially those that are new and didn't see the previous. Now you get to see the updated version of this that the Lord wanted me to do. Okay? So y'all know how we do. The background, the prior word, and then the events that go along with everything. Okay? All right. Then he's talking about the angels here are command to set off storms like never before. The earth will tremble, burn, and be washed away. Warn them now.
Panón, suba presión, suba presión. Agua. Agua. Va. Vale, vale. Toma. Un poco más, ¿eh? Venga, va. Otra.
This is what the forests in eastern Spain look like now. This is the first major wildfire of the year that has gripped the eastern Valencia region. Fire has destroyed more than 3,000 hectares of forest, and over 1,500 residents had to flee their homes. About 500 firefighters have been working to douse the flames. 18 planes and helicopters have been deployed for emergency services. The regional head of the Interior Affairs for Valencia says that 8 communities have been evacuated.
Estamos ante el primer gran incendio, por desgracia, de este año y además se está produciendo fuera de temporada, ¿no? Quiero, por tanto, expresar todo el apoyo del Gobierno, del Ejecutivo Central, a los servidores públicos que están luchando contra el fuego, a todos los ciudadanos y ciudadanas que se están viendo afectados por la devastación de las llamas, especialmente aquellos que han tenido que evacuarse y que han tenido que abandonar en consecuencia su hogar. Y lo único que puedo pedir es máxima prudencia, máxima precaución.
Canada is enduring its worst wildfire season of the 21st century.
4.7 million hectares of forest have been burned.
You're lucky.
Now, as of yesterday, there were 431 active wildfires across the country, 208 considered out of control. Nearly 32,000 people were evacuated or are still evacuated. Wildfire smoke's also having an impact on air quality in Western Canada and also parts of Quebec and Northern Ontario.
Now to that massive wildfire scorching California and the desert there and now spilling into Nevada, fueled in part by record heat with little relief in sight. Miguel Almaguer has the latest.
Facing an out-of-control blaze in extreme conditions, tonight this is the dangerous firefight for crews in California's Mojave Desert. Remote but exploding in size, the York fire has torn across 80,000 acres, the largest in the country so far this year, now spilling into Nevada.
We were pretty concerned that it could start coming down at us.
As the unusual desert blaze destroys protected Joshua trees and threatens endangered animals.
Just heartbreaking.
The erratic conditions here have created firenadoes, a vortex of swirling flames and smoke. Baking in triple digits, firefighters are battling an inferno while working inside an oven.
The wildfires continue to devastate Maui, with the death toll climbing. Others have lost contact with their loved ones, including Bill McLaughlin, who hasn't heard from his son and ex-wife.